So, Lose You is interesting because Lose You's lyrics came up as a result of Joe telling us what the lyrics were going to be about.
Like, every song's different. Like I said, in the breakdown to Drunk on Queens Boulevard, sometimes God starts us off, sometimes I start us off. In this particular instance, I started us off, and it wasn't even the second verse. It was the bridge was the first thing written before we knew it was going to be the bridge.
Yep.
This is a Queens-bound R train. The next stop is
Messengers from the Empire.
The intro to Lose You is literally the train noise, like the train call out for setting up the world building. And if you really are nerdy, you can follow that. I did follow where the train goes, and I did say that it's an R train and that it's going to eventually go to Queens Boulevard. But it also, I really studied, like, so the guy who does all the voice announcements in New York is like I think he's like a Bloomberg reporter. His name's Charlie. But
How's that football go?
I really tried to I tried to make an AI model of his voice because I really wanted something to be our tagline, because this was going to be the intro song to the EP, and I really wanted to have like sounds that really made you dive headfirst into the New York City vibe, the New York City like surroundings, and then make it take place like you were following somebody through what they were doing, like this one person who's like dating, going after somebody. When I heard that we were doing a lust song, I was trying...
It's love. You could say love. Just because I'm physically talking about mounting someone doesn't mean that it's not love.
No. Yes. In this specific instance...
But there's definitely sexual energy to the song.
So, I normally don't, write songs kind of that way. I mean, I have songs that are like that, but they're very, not on the nose. So, for my verse, I tried to be as close as I'm gonna be for on the nose for something like that. And
for those of you keeping track at home, that might have been the first time Fake Bit Rebel has cursed on a song. I do it every song almost, but that was I had like a sense of pride when he said, "Don't wanna leave." I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" I was like, hell yeah. Got me hyped.
Yep. Yeah, so that definitely was the first time where I've cursed.
You're welcome.
I can't remember. I don't think there is a Big Bit Rebel song where I've done that. But for that specific verse, I was just trying to think of that's how it is. Sometimes you just don't, you're around somebody and you the animalistic kind of thing in you decides, I don't want to leave. I want to be right here and see where this goes.
Incubus, Stellar,
Yes, that was an inspiration. When I was trying to find songs where I could get stuff from to really think about how I'm going to write the verse. Stellar was one of them. There was a bunch of songs that were like that. I also was listening to Hey Ya.
That's also that's always valid. Outkast will always be a valid source of inspiration for any type of song. Honestly, love Outkast.
So I was just trying to figure it out, and yeah. The chorus for Lose You, chorus kind of just came together as okay, well, maybe in this specific instance it's somebody you actually care about, and you feel like you push it too far, you might lose them. But there's this middle ground where you could be, where it'll still work, but you're afraid that you might lose them. And you want to make sure you're doing stuff right so you don't lose them.
I know that's kind of a foreign concept to all the youngins watching this. Totally making a judgment call about each and every one of your generation baffles me in both a good way and a terrible way. But that's what getting old is. So you guys are doing something right, because I know that I baffled the absolute out of my parents. So yeah, but like, I can't imagine. Maybe I could. I don't know. I feel like my life would be a lot different if I was going through my formative years and things like Bumble and Hinge and Tinder existed. I don't know if I would have ever matured as a human, honestly. I have a feeling that I would be like, I would just end up being like 70, alone. Tons of sexual escapades, especially coming to Northwest Indiana with a New York accent. Let me tell you something. I had my fair share of fun out here, all right? But we're gonna cut that out. I don't want my daughter to see that.
She'll find out.
She can't watch this video until she's like 35. When I'm dead at my funeral, this video is gonna play. Hey, I had
The other thing about Lose You that makes me really upset is that Lose You, I've gotten feedback about Lose You's chorus where it's like people people have said that like you could spend your whole career just trying to write the chorus to Lose You. And like that just makes me sad, because Lose You was the first song that we ever released, and whenever you're a new artist on Spotify, that first song is just the song that doesn't get pitched, doesn't get the attention that it needs. So if you ever get a chance to listen to any of our songs, you definitely should go back and listen to Lose You.
Yeah, for sure. It should have gotten more love than it got, but that's also an extremely biased opinion of the song. Someone who made it. Yeah, it definitely could have gotten some more shine, because I feel like, to me, it's as strong a record as any track on the record. So the fact that it was kind of swept under the rug, it sucks. But you know, maybe people go back and listen to it. So it's not like it came out years ago.
Nope.
2 months.
We've only existed since like July.
I mean, we existed before that, but that's a whole nother thing. I don't know if we want to get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just on hiatus for a while, that's all.
A long hiatus.
A very long hiatus. And then we even made songs together after that, but did not use the message from the... It was Big Bit Rebel featuring J-Mad, or J-Mad featuring Big Bit Rebel.
You can find
quite a few songs you can find on Spotify, and some of them are absolute bangers. And some of them, you know, I've gotten better. So relax. I feel your judgmental eyes. Look at me. I'm too grown to talk for some puppy love. Life wore me down, I got a grizzle bug. Yeah, when I see you, it feels like there could be some reason for me to visit. What was tears, sweat, blood, I usually mess it up, but I'm down bad, guess I'm still a pup. You're a catch, pull you in like Cooper Cup. End zone, those TDs got me pump. Pompeii, my Vesuvius set to erupt. Payloader digging into your dump truck and it's easing up. It's like cloth is simply a cut above. And this is just how I am, just how you make me. I am just ready to go. Maybe the way that you shake me, the way that you grab me, I feel just like it's the wrong.
Yep.
It's also... I probably rapped the fastest on this track out of all the songs, so this is like the one song you probably need to look at the lyrics for, I would guess. I was asked by multiple people, why'd you rap so fast? Because I wanted to. Yeah. Because I wanted to. Because that's what I wrote. I heard the song, and my brain was like, go fast. And I'm like, okay. And it's not like Twista fast, or like Lucas Joyner or Tech 9 fast, but it's J-Mad fast. I'll tell you that. For me, it's fast.
It's kind of fast. It is fast.
And this is just how I am, just how you make me. I am just ready to go. Maybe the way that you shake me, the way that you grab me, I feel just like it's the wrong. And then at the end of the first verse, when I just randomly go into like a musical state, this is just how I am, just how you make me. I am just ready to go. Maybe the way that you shake me, the way that you grab me, I feel just like it's the low. I don't know where that came from, but when I wrote it, I just started doing this with my shoulders as I wrote it, and that was the cadence that it came out to. No idea where that came from. No idea. I've never ever decided at the end of a verse just to be like, I'm gonna do this. That just felt right, and I feel like it goes with the mood of the song, of just being, you know, you've got the swag, you're confident. I don't know, swag is probably not lingo for this. You got the drip. I don't know. I'm old. I apologize. No cap. For real, dead ass.
No skippity.
That is dude. I don't even know what that is. But I've heard my daughter say things. She's 9, by the way, and I'm just like, you're getting off YouTube. I don't know what is happening right now, but it doesn't sound good. Skibbity toilets. I don't know what it's about, but it don't sound great.
It's not.
Okay, good. I'm glad you confirmed that for me, John. Great. I gotta go home and have a talk. Excellent. Blah, 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 opposites attract. I'm a PC and you're a Mac. I'm DC, you know my kids will smash when I get a full mouth on a little snack. Let's make a pact and take it back. If the love's a lapse, romance collapse, we can go back to being friends and all that. You can text me obscenities and all kinds. I'm all for cap, I'm about that shit. Go diabetic for sugar lips. Sweet for nothing to my favorite red. And I'd risk it all just a little bit. Come on, girl, why you playing with me? Stop it. You know what time it is. I'd commit war crimes for you. Don't keep me waiting. Call me. John wrote his verse, the chorus, and then it was like, we have a space here, what are we gonna do? And it's like, oh, I'll write another verse. And that's how verse 2 was the last thing that was written for the song. And there's a lot of symbolism in this song. Cliches, like talking about puppy love. Too grown a dog for some puppy love. Life wore me down, I got a grizzled mug. I could just rap the whole thing, I guess, on camera, or I could just, you know. But my favorite line that I wrote in this song was during the bridge, and it's the first 4, which is blah blah blah, opposites attract. I'm a PC and you're a Mac. I'm DC, you know my kids will smash when I get a full mouth on a little snack. The first 4 in the bridge, blah blah blah, opposites attract. I'm a PC, you're a Mac. I don't know why I loved those commercials so much with Justin Long and the other dude that was on like the Daily Show. I can't think of his name. I think it's Jonathan something, and I feel terrible. I can't remember this dude's name. But the Justin Long commercials where he's the PC, it's like, I'm a PC, no, I'm back. As someone that hated Apple, I just loved those commercials so much. Like, yeah, that is what a Mac would be like as a human. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, blah, 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 opposites attract. I'm a PC, you're a Mac. I'm DC, which is Daniel Cormier, MMA reference. There's a clip, him and Khabib, Nurmagomedov. Khabib Nurmagomedov.
There you go.
Let me get that out. Where they're like kind of talking trash to each other, and DC's like, well, you know what happened with the Dagestan? When we went to Dagestan, my kid smashed, and Khabib's like, huh? And Islam Makhachev is like, huh? And like, I don't know why that clip came to me, and I'm just like, I'm DC, you know, my kids will smash when I get a full mount on a little snack, which I think is just the sexiest way to say that you're about to penetrate somebody, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I haven't heard a sexier way of saying that. Definitely, like, it's a top 5 bar for me, I feel like. And it could be that I'm the only human that feels that way. You know what I mean? People might listen to it and be like, what is he talking about? But yeah. And also, it's kind of cool, just like DC is also electrical current. You know what I mean? So there's an energy between you and a person. But yeah, Lose You is about just wanting to somebody real good. You know, just want to take a girl by the hand and just make her yours, or a guy, or you know, whatever you relate to. In my case, it's a girl, but I don't expect everybody's experience to be the same. But yeah, I just wanted to make sweet love, just telling somebody like, hey girl, I don't want to lose you. You don't have to leave. What's one more night? That's how I feel like the song is. It's just me talking game, including the literal talking part, which was just on the spot. It was not. Did I write it? I don't think I might have had it written. Did I have it written? I had it written. But I kind of just thought of it out of the blue, and I was like, hey, I'm thinking about putting this part in there. I was like, we could try it. And we tried it, and it was like, all right, cool. Now I can't picture the song without it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
girl, stop playing with me.
I've heard people talk about that specific part of the song.
Me too.
Because they like the call and response of it, but they also like when people don't take themselves as seriously, especially artists, when they don't take themselves as serious as they could be. The band that does this a lot is Blink-182. They never take themselves seriously. They perform as, we're crappy punk rock. We're going out there and we're going to perform, and you're going to like it or hate it, even if we mess up 10 times, whatever. Who cares? The same way we like to do that, like we're going to take ourselves seriously when we need to be serious, but when it's not serious, we're going to be not serious. And in this specific instance, people were just, they loved that line.
I was being serious. Don't play with me. I would commit war crimes for you, person watching this video. Person watching this video. Yeah, my daughter loves the call me part, which she doesn't know what it's from. But what is the, I don't know the dude's name. The old man neighbor and Family Guy that's like obsessed with Chris. The end of that episode where he's like, haven't seen the paper boy in a while. That's where I took it from. But during the recording, I couldn't, like, I feel like what I just did was much more of an accurate representation of what happened in Family Guy. Yeah. When I was recording it, I could not get there. And I did the voice before, and I just thought, oh, I lost it. And then now I just did it right now, and in my ear, it sounds like, oh, that's a lot closer to Family Guy than what was actually recorded. But that was the inspiration, was just that old dude being like, call me. I thought that'd be like a fun little thing to throw in there. I would probably be just an old man, and by the time that I matured, life would have already passed me by to a point where, like, I don't know if I would even find someone. So I'm glad I don't have to, like, date with that pressure, because I can't imagine. There's also that, like, toxic masculinity where, like, the guy is supposed to only be interested in sex.
Yep.
And the song kind of plays into that a little bit, but it's not from just the male point of view. It's just like, I want you bad. You know what I mean? But I think, like, all of these apps kind of, like, embrace that. One night stands, and it's all good and fun. Listen, have fun. Do what you want. But there is something to be said about going out to dinner with somebody that you actually care about, you know? Hanging out with someone you actually care about, sharing your fears and your dreams and being vulnerable with somebody that you care about. That's something that I think I would have missed out on if I was growing up in today's generation. And right now, if I'm 16, I don't know if I would, especially like the first time I got my heart broken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the first time you get your heart broken, why would I even try again? So, yeah, thankfully I grew up in this generation. Knowing who I am and my addictive personality, I would probably be addicted to those apps, 100%. So, thank God I never downloaded them. Or was alive to download them.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could download them now, but I'm married. That'd be problematic for my life.
Yeah.
Child support ain't cheap. Also, on a childish note, I love how, like, mature you were about your songwriting process still, even though it was in that vein. And I'm over here writing absolute Shakespearean gems. Like, You're a Catch, Pull You In Like Cooper Cup. Those titties got me pumped, is what I'm saying. Even though I said those TDs, it's a clever little, not clever at all, football reference, double entendre, which anyone could see through. You do not need me to explain that. But I just literally thought, like, if I was 16 years old and I was trying to talk game to a girl, how would it sound? Or any year in high school or college. Like, if I was trying to talk game, and so I was like, how immature can I get? That's the basis for my written verses in the song.
Yeah.
And the chorus is a slapper, dude. An absolute slapper.
Yeah, we tried.
Also, another song with, like, Drunk on Queens Boulevard. It's another song where I go falsetto
Yep.
in the chorus, and I think it works. I don't know if you can hear it on the Sunshine part, but I'm in there.
It's in there for
I'm in
sure.
there.
That's not me. Yeah, that was a strong like emphasis on this EP was getting Joe out of his main role of being the rapper, being being one of the lyricists, and just getting him into places where it's a little bit different from other stuff that he's done, like in Damn the Architect and some of our other things.
I started to do backup vocals in Damn the Architect, but every time we recorded something, I was very much in my own head where I was like, nah, that sucks. Cut it. And some songs we kept it, and some songs I was like, no, absolutely not. That didn't work. Just because I was so self-conscious about singing in general. But I've kind of gotten over that now. So if you don't like it, don't say anything, please.
Or say everything and make it viral.
Yeah, actually, that would be awesome. You ever see those videos on TikTok, man? It's like this girl who like does dad jokes. It just seems like this like sweet, innocent, I don't know, like 20-year-old or something, you know? And she just says like corny stuff, and it's like cool. And then every comment is just like hilarious. Leave a chest and call me Charlie, like, and it's just like 5,000 comments of people just being sick, and it's hilarious. She never addresses it. No. She just keeps it moving.
Gotta keep going.
And honestly, I mean, like, I guess if those were the responses we were getting on our videos, but we were getting 5,000 comments of it, I could probably learn to be okay with it.
Yeah.
If it was just 5,000 comments of like, J-Mad, you suck. Quit music. I'd be like, well, at least we're getting views. like we are a thing. We've become a thing. I might be able to leave my job at the steel mill. You know what I mean? Like, if it means that I just have to get on every day, oh well. You know?
There was this whole idea when I was like, when we first came up with the instrumentation for all these 4 songs, and then I was like, so this project is it's hard to even put it into a box that makes sense. Like, I can't say that it's just indie. I can't say that it's indie pop. I can't say that it's indie rock. I can't say that it's rap rock. I can't say that it's
alternative rock,
alternative
hip hop,
or alternative hip hop, and it just fits in this new thing that can't be described very easily. A fan actually called it rap and roll, and I was like, that makes sense. I can see that working. And this specific song was the one that really gave that idea that this like indie sounding rock song could be combined with hip hop in a way that it works. Like, the flow of it just works in a way that it harkens to like rock and roll was.
Harkens.
That's that now you replace the rock part with rap, and now you've got rap and roll, and it just makes sense.
Yeah, it's always fun trying to like compare what we sound like.
That's hard.
Like if Linkin Park and Bleachers and The National and then other obscure references, you know what I mean? All got together and had a baby. And then that baby did a tour in Iraq. That's Messengers from the Empire.
Yeah.
Maybe not the tour in Iraq part, but the rest of it, yeah.
A good shift at the steel mill.
Oh, there's no such thing as a good shift at the steel mill, bro. It's either you're eating a shit sandwich or you're having a shit sandwich with a side of shit salad, you know? It's follow your dreams. I wish I would have followed my dreams more when I was younger, because now it's like harder to follow your dreams. I wish someone would have told me that, like, when I was in high school and I was working at Subway, World Building, that disposable income that I would have, instead of spending it on a girl or spending it doing dumb shit, I wish somebody would have been like, there's gonna come a time when you got real bills and you aren't gonna be able to afford to do what you want. Take this opportunity. I wish I would have went to a recording studio. I wish I would have done things. You know what I mean? Self-fund a tour and just go play the music and see if anybody resonates with it.
Yep.
And that's like a big regret of mine. And that has nothing to do with music. But it's almost like I lost myself. And that's me being a douchebag right there. That's what that was. So, yeah. Follow your dreams before it's hard to do so. Like, you're a kid. If you're a kid right now and you're watching this, like, what do you have to be afraid of? Who cares if you fail? You got your whole life to pick yourself back up. It's a lot harder to try when you're somebody's dad and you've got responsibilities. Like, if I decided to go for broke on this dream, I would literally go for broke, and then I could be homeless and I could be putting my daughter in a terrible situation. So if you're just like a younger kid, man, go for it. And I think that's one thing about the younger generation. As much shit as I was talking earlier, I actually am really like, I admire you guys, because you're just like, yeah, I could be an influencer, fuck you. Yeah, I'll be a YouTuber, fuck you. And it's just like, you just go for it.
Yep.
And I wish that I had that like confidence and self-belief when I was your age, because maybe I'd be further along. Maybe I wouldn't be at 33 for the first time having some ounce of success with my musical endeavors. Maybe I could have had success at 28, 25, 18. Probably not 18. Probably not.
Scratch that, you're from the record.
Yeah.
Stop it. You know what time it is. I'd commit war crimes for you. Don't keep me waiting. Call me. I don't want to lose sunshine.